Hey everybody, welcome to our creator space. We will start in another minute or two as more people come on in. So get comfortable. All right, it looks like we've got most everyone here. NFTVs, if you want to come up. I don't know if you're having technical issues right now. Yeah, getting a little rugged by Twitter here, maybe. Okay, you're up here. All right, let's go ahead and start with a couple updates for the week. And one of the biggest updates here is Gateway is now live on live in Cosmos, so that gives us a way to connect through Wormhole. Also, we have a demo of MetaMask working with Stargaze, so it's a much easier onboarding process for our Ethereum friends. We also have collection analytics directly on the website now. So there's a little tab that in every collection where you can see all of the analytics directly. We also have our community vote in play this week. So have a vote there. And there's a nice interview with Birdie as well. There's a Commonwealth discussion on IBC minter fees. The foundation is looking to have developer rewards of 50%, and the other 50% will be used to buy back and burn stars. The wormhole tool will allow you to. It's pretty cool. Allow you to upload a photo of yourself or anyone, and it'll give you a bad kid. We had a space with Jackal about decentralized storage earlier this week. And of course, the Rec gang has voted to come to Stargaze. I think overwhelmingly over base. So welcome to Rec gang. We had a space with them yesterday. It was a ton of fun, and I believe those are the main updates for the week. Yeah, it's been a busy week here at Stargaze. I hope I didn't miss anything here. But with that, I'd like to introduce the projects for the week, and let's go ahead and start with NFTVs. And you can tell us a little bit about how these projects came together and kind of what 909 Day is.
Hey, yeah, sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you well.
Cool. Yeah, how's it going, everybody? Yeah, so 909 Day, in honor of the Roland TR 909 drum machine, which is a big influence in electronic music over the last 30 years or so. I guess it's the 30-year anniversary. It came out in 1983. But yeah, so I hit up a few music friends who are interested in the NFT space about doing a little group drop, and it ended up being me, and Glitch Candies and Taifa, and yeah, that's kind of how it came to be. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. What do people do for 909 Day, like in general? Like, do they release music? Do they make music? Or are you planning to do anything on Saturday?
Mostly people just post little memes, I think. Yeah, it's not necessarily a codified holiday, but I feel like there's a few pieces of music equipment that have, number names like this, like the 808 drum machine is another one where you'll see a lot of people like posting. 303 baseline generator is another day. You'll see a bunch of electronic music nerds geeking out online about stuff.
Well, we expect to see a plethora of memes coming from you over the weekend.
Okay, now I'm on the hook. All right.
Now the pressure's on.
Yeah.
So tell us about this collection that you're launching tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's for a song called How to Fish, which I've been working on for an embarrassingly long amount of time. It's one of those songs that kind of keeps morphing a little bit as I work on it. The main element is a sample from a Frank Ocean song, Provider, and there's a lyric in that song, like GoPro through a fisheye lens, and so I ran with that fish idea, even though that's not in the song. But and so it's Frank Ocean's vocals basically put through like a textural synthesizer. If you're a modular synthesizer nerd, it's the Mutable Instruments beads, and then kind of a lot of other some other synth stuff, and I used a clone of the 909 drum machine put out by Behringer. It's about 10 times cheaper than a normal vintage one. And I'm working on a music video for that. And so I found a bunch of found clips of fish from cartoons and then also nature documentary sort of things, and ran them through my video synthesizer to make them look nice and glitchy, and kind of chop that up into loops with music from the song. And that's the collection. It's 33 pieces, and they're minting for 1,909 stars.
Oh, great. Yeah. I know you've done kind of similar work in the past. I think your last project was use the modular like synthesizers, right, through the TVs. Did you use the same process or a similar process, or was there anything different about the creation of these?
Yeah, so this is like I think my sixth collection on Stargaze so far, which is wild. But yeah, my video synthesizer, I've been part of the inspiration for building it was to get into doing video art for NFTs, and it's a lot of the same equipment, but my system has been growing pretty substantially. It's a real rabbit hole. So I've got a couple new tools. One is it's called a sensory translator, and that basically turns audio signal, breaks it up across the EQ spectrum, so you can send an envelope that times up with the bass frequencies. So then you can have like your video image like zoom in and out, and it zooms in time with the kick drum kind of. And then I've also my setup has multiplied into 4 TVs now, and I've also started using some magnets to fuck with the TVs, which is really fun. That doesn't really come across in the recorded video, but working on sort of an installation piece that'll have elements of that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. So it seems like every project, you kind of get a new piece of gear and you kind of experiment around with and try something different, and you bring it to us.
Yeah, it's it's been a lot of fun making stuff for Stargaze, and it's a nice as I said, this song has been like in the works for a really long time, and just like trimming it like a bonsai tree, and having like a nice deadline and plan to actually release something is a good way to force myself to actually finish it. Oh, and then one other thing, I'm gonna also, anyone who's interested can have the audio stems for this song, and you remix it and do whatever you like with it. A fun little thing too.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. It'd be fun if you did a little event in the Discord where you maybe like remix stuff live, a little party.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, my personal Discord is not exactly that active. I have a hard time keeping up with that, but I appreciate everybody who is hanging in there. Yeah.
Well, you're more than welcome to use our Discord to throw events. I know Bernie, who's on here, is going to throw one pretty soon. I think, hopefully in a couple of weeks. And we had Riddler last week do an event with his collection. So yeah, just reach out to us if that's something you want to do. I think Koshi as well did some in his Discord a while back with the glitch candies. It was pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah, Koshi is awesome. He organized the last audiovisual drop we did last year with a bunch of artists, and man, I gotta say his videos for this next collection are just like next level. Pretty nice.
Cool, awesome. I guess that's a good lead way into talking to Koshi about his project.
Hi guys, thanks for having me, and thanks Hips NFTVs for inviting me for this. It's been a while since I dropped something on Stargaze, so I'm quite excited actually. I was working on stuff, on AI stuff, trying to turn glitch candies into profile pics, and looking at different workflows with like joining generative art with AI. And it took me like a year now, and yeah, because like new tools are coming up, and I started playing with Stable Diffusion, and I found there's like really cool extension called the Forum, and I started to play with those. The Forum extension allows you to basically make animations out of stable diffusion images and control the camera movement. And there is even additional bits of software that allows you to analyze the signal of the sound and assign any parameters from stable diffusion into in animation. So like you basically have modulation data based on audio, which is really cool. So and it looks like Excel spreadsheet slash old trackers from old music trackers for making music. So I really got into it. And I was recently I got a bit of recognition from that the forum, because I started to take part in a competition, and I was selected as a finalist of their on their Discord. There's like 20,000 people, and this is like community geared around extension to the stable diffusion, which is like super like the most nerdy bit of the nerdy bit of software that you can imagine probably. As a result of that, my work was exhibited in Bright Moments gallery in LA. And before I also was in Barcelona. I was also have work selected there and exhibited on NFest in Barcelona. So I'm playing with these for a while now, with these animations, and I wanted to actually bring for this open edition, but this week decided it will be better to actually do the small collection, and I just finished pretty brand new works for that, which will be limited collection of 20 pieces that are 5 to 15 seconds loops. Audio is designed audio is driving each animation, but also it's composed for each video, so it's kind of mixed of audiovisual media as much as it can be, and each work is generated by AI, but there is an interplay between human and AI, because I'm editing parts of it and parts of it is generated. And the same with audio. I'm using modular synths and drum machine. Since it's 909 day, I use my Electron analog rhythm. I don't have 909. I'm not sure what are the prices. I wanted to ask you, NFTs, what are the prices for 909s these days? But my friends were selling them for modules and making modular, because you can make more sounds.
Yeah, I think it's about $5,000 is the lowest.
$5,000, yeah, crazy.
On Reverb,
so
but the Behringer clone is like $300. It sounds great.
Yeah, I'm not Behringer fan for
people have
ethics and
opinions
stuff
about Behringer, but yeah.
But anyway, so I use Electron because I actually made samples and sample packs for Electron back in the day, and I got good deals from them, because in real life I'm sound designer and composer as well. So this kind of collection and in generally NFT creates also medium as a new medium, which is I'm still I can't put the right hat on it what actually it is, because it's got combination of EP album and loops and then audiovisual loops. So it's really cool. I was just thinking today, once mastering and mixing those tracks, how to approach it. Do we approach it, mastering as each the same volume, or do we make them vastly different because different people have them, so you're not listening to one by one as an album. So it's it's the whole new thing, how you can approach it, and also how people will experience that on the marketplace and in their wallets and stuff. So so lots of I was thinking a lot about this collection, actually, how to present it and how it's done. Also, it's quite unique because the aspect ratio is 9:16, so it's geared towards displaying in galleries. Because I've been exhibited as I mentioned in a few galleries, so I thought this is kind of cool for making them compatible with HD screens, basically, or HD LED screens with 9:16 aspect ratio flipped horizontally. So they are horizontal 916, which also works well as stories, or you can even take one of the frames and put as your background of the phone. So our OGs from our discords is suggested that, and actually I'm rocking some of the some of the AI generated background from my tests and my explorations. So there's 20 pieces. And they are kind of in terms of aesthetics. I'm working because I started playing with glitch candies as generative art, and through my journey by getting to know AI, I'm including the candies wherever I can. So like I trained models on them. I included them as kind of pictures to generate new pictures in Midjourney and in Stable Diffusion and multiple bits of software. So it's kind of I take them as a core kind of aesthetics. And the pieces are kind of mix of generative art, character design. So because I was looking at making profile pics, and then metaverse or imaginary world creation. So it's kind of mix of all three. And this is approached differently in each piece. So there are some glitches in terms of audio, or some. I always embrace glitches that they're coming from either modular or from AI. There are some waifus coming out because that's what models being trained on, and then they are turning into monsters. I played a lot with strength of the prompt. So whenever a kick or beat hits. It's modifying the strength, which changes like the entire scene to the beat. So it gives like really interesting like morphing effects. So you can basically turn monster into butterfly and into building or or whatever. So there's I added quite a few like funny bits like balloons and butterflies. So just to keep it party mode with 909 celebration.
Okay, great. Yeah, I mean, that's a great description of the project. Let's go ahead and hear from Taifa now about his project and how you got involved here.
What up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
What's popping, y'all? My name is Taifa. I come from Ethereum chain. I'm on a collective, a DAO, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm one of the founders. We are established on Nouns Builder. We're called Portion Club. Long story short, we're like a collective of artists. Usually, we do the most. We do a lot of like AI video. A lot of like we've done PFP projects. We've done IRL events. We just recently did like a big ass IRL event in person here in the Bay Area. So my thinking coming into doing this after I was reached out to by some Stargaze folks was to do the least, to do the most fucking minimal shit I could possibly do and have that speak for itself. And as listening to everyone do all their dope projects, I was like, oh shit, maybe I should have probably did the most this time. But honestly, I'm glad for the contrast because it's literally just a song and some album art. But so the song was something that a concept that I started in COVID, during the COVID period. I had like an existential crisis as an artist because I was doing so much. I was in so many projects, was working on music, had an album I was going to release, and got totally cucked and rugged by like the fucking bat suit flying around sickness. So I had to spend a lot of time trying to like reimagine what being an artist was essentially. So that's where I came up with the concept of the woods. It was like the only place here in the Bay Area that felt safe where you could go outside and like, be yourself. So I started out the song by playing guitar over in like the Sibley area. It's like the Redwoods, kind of like old volcanic area in Oakland. And I took the guitar loop that I came up with home and I brought that home and I hopped on Logic, made a loop out of it, and then just sang a little song. And then kind of like the concept is about kind of finding that like dark forest for yourself to where you can like shut out reality and reimagine who you are by yourself. So the artwork is it's a photo that I took, I think, of some friends and then fed it back into AI and like gave it a bunch of prompts from like the I usually when I write down songs or lyrics or like stuff, I kind of do like a mood board with it anyway, just to like kind of help conceptualize what the fuck it is I'm doing. So long story short, it's just like a song and some album artwork, and it's an open edition. I think I was like, what's the like least fucking price I could price this as? The dude was like $3, so it's $3 in Stargaze coins. So, but I'm stoked to be here. You know, down to branch out onto different chains, different keys. Y'all are pretty active here, which is super dope. So I'm kind of like, damn, I kind of lacklustered this. I should have showed out more. Should have hit up more of the DAO members. Did like a group project, but the bandwidth, man, it's real. So hopefully this is a good first introduction into what we do and who I am, and yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, no, the open edition minter is there for new artists just to try out the platform and see what they think and introduce themselves to the community, right? And that's exactly what you're doing right now. With that said, I'm curious what your experience has been like on Stargaze to launch this collection compared to EVM land where you're in.
Yo, I mean, honestly, y'all have a pretty solid community. Like, I spent a cool little day. I think it was a couple days ago where I was just like browsing around, seeing what I could, and then shouts out to one of the homies who like put me on to stuff that was coming out of here earlier, and like I saw a lot of it was like pretty fucking weird, just in general, which is cool, because a lot of the shit that's on like Ethereum is basically like fucking proto derivative Bored Ape. Now it's like everything's like fucking a derivative of a derivative of people trying to like grift and shit. So it's cool seeing y'all actually make art, you know. And I love, it is what it is. At some point it's just kind of just a bunch of bad actors circle jerking into a pot of money. But it's cool having a refreshing moment of showing up and seeing y'all actually make art. So I'm glad to be here. Hopefully I continue to keep looking at what y'all are doing, participating, kicking it. The music, I want to hear a lot more music. It's cool that people are talking about modulated synthesizers and shit while also like rendering AI videos and moving the camera around. Like that's what I come to see, man. That shit's tight. So I think it's cool that y'all are up to. And long story short, and I hope to introduce more of my on-chain gang members to participate in your space.
Bring them all out. What's the story about you getting involved with Stargaze? Is there any fun story about meeting NFTV or anything like that?
Now that I think about it, I don't want to dox the homie because I don't know what his like Stargaze name is, but
No, that's not okay.
Dox him.
yeah, no, I mean, yeah. So long story short, I was kind of ushered in, I would say, and I was reached out to by the homie Dan, like fucking in August, I think, like early August. And the joke that he was gonna make, he was like, "We're gonna need to change you to Taifa.stars," and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like I'm down to hear about it. But yeah. So snooping around the Stargaze community, like I've kind of just been a fly on the wall, just seeing what y'all are talking about, and the entire process is super friendly. Like y'all are good at onboarding people, and the homie who helped me figure out the testnet shit was like super chill and shit. And, like there was something that I had in my Kepler wallet that I found that I'm drawing a blank on that was super cool. It was like some 3D art. I don't know if it was AI or not, but it was like had this lo-fi vibe to it, and I was like, "Yo, this is cool." I was pretty stoned when I saw it, so I was like, "Yo." So again, you see the same shit on like certain areas, so to see something fresh, that's kind of what caught my attention with y'all. Y'all are breaking the norm. You know what I mean? When it comes to like NFT art, everybody's saying NFTs are dead, but it's like I think you just need to stop buying the fucking monkey pictures and like browse around, see what's up, stop buying goofy shit, support creators.
You just got to look in the right place.
Straight up, right?
What's your history and background as a musician?
So I'm like a old dude in a young dude's body. I've been making music for about like 10 years now. I started when I was 17. I've been in a bunch of bands here in like the SF Bay Area. Now I've moved my way into, I still have like my own projects, but I do a lot of production now. I work on a lot of music with other homies. I do like gun for hire for like guitar work and stuff like that. And I've kind of been finding my personal bag in producing other people's projects. I'm on a label here in San Francisco called Text Me Records, like a publishing and a record label. So I've been working with a lot of artists who they've been signing on to here, a lot of like men of color too, trying to like amplify voices that don't necessarily get the platforms they deserve. And so I'm a pretty loud asshole, so I like to, get kick doors down and then be like, all right, now you run in there, kind of vibe. But yeah. So honestly, just being like a community member, and like at some point my psyche type decided to make music, which meant that I was going to be fucking broke for most of my life. So at least I can do is like be rich in community and rich in friendship and like the vast culture that is like underground music. So I like to consider myself like a pillar of the local music scene. And I try to do so by like through our DAO, we try to onboard artists, visual, musical, etc., into the Web3 space, and just kick some more doors down, have more conversations.
Awesome. Yeah, we also just launched DAOs on Stargaze, at least the contracts are. So maybe there'd be a Stargaze DAO that you can help create as well.
Oh man, send me any info. I'm definitely interested. Like I said, like there's this fucking breaking the norm, man. Like people assume one thing is supposed to be one way, and like that's not what we're doing here. So let's keep it pushing the boundaries. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sounds good. We've got so let's go ahead and take questions from the audience. Any comments, please request to speak and we'll get you on here. We've got B-Bands on. Welcome.
Hello, hello. I am going to be in my best behavior because it is a serious space. Glitch candles. I wanted to ask you about I have a couple glitch candles on Ethereum. Are you guys migrating them, or you're leaving them over there in that metaverse with, Decentraland?
It's glitch candies, and I'm not sure like what you have on Ethereum, because I just launched the collection, open edition, a couple of editions on Ethereum, and glitch candy helmets. Maybe you have the helmet.
I don't know. I just
from
have.
the Decentraland.
Okay, so because we had been in a space before, I mean, I have a glitch candies, sorry, and it like I can see it on Decentraland if I want to, like in the background. Is that the same thing?
I'm not sure. We have wearables, glitch candy helmets, epic and legendary. So it's like so maybe you have those as wearables for your avatar.
You know what? I'm gonna send you my wallet address so you can see my glitch candy. I'll even send you a screenshot.
Glitch candies are only on Stargaze.
Oh, so you
like,
have a
if you have
glitch.
them on-
You have a. So are you a different project from the glitch on Polygon or something? Are you different from them?
I'm not on Polygon. No, on Polygon. Like technically, we have on Polygon our helmets because they are wearables
Okay.
in Decentraland.
Because-
but I haven't launched any collection specifically.
Okay, so
on
I
Polygon.
do have. I'm not like tripping in my head. I have a glitch that I can see on Decentraland, right?
Maybe
Okay.
there's like some tribute to us, but I don't
Okay.
know about.
You know what? I'll send you my DM so I can get off and stop looking like I'm gonna send you DM. I'm gonna send you my wallet and
Yeah,
a
sure,
picture,
sure,
and then you
sure.
can tell me what I have. Okay? Now
Cool.
gonna-
Yeah, because just for context, we are building scenes, and we are the Decentraland Partner Studio. Also, we do scenes for clients and for our community and organized events in Decentraland, and we're kind of combining communities, linking communities from Cosmos and Decentraland through our Discords and through the events that we organized, especially like last year. This year, like less so than last year, but. So maybe that's there is some kind of connection or some inspiration from that.
Okay, so I just sent you my
I
wallet
would
address,
check your
and
DM.
I'm gonna send you my glitch candy in a second, and then I will bow out because I feel a little silly right now, but I'm almost 1,000%. I know what I'm talking about. Sorry.
Cool. Yeah, we'll check it out, and maybe I don't remember, but I haven't launched anything on Polygon besides wearables, which happen. Like the Decentraland wearables happen to be on Polygon. That's the only reason. And most of we have glitch candies collections that are on Stargaze, and we have on Territory we have one collection is synthesis. So so there is nothing on the on Polygon. So I wonder what that is.
Well, don't worry, B-Bands. We'll get you sorted out.
Good.
If there's anybody else who has a question about music 909 Day or anything for the projects up here, please request to speak, and we'll get you guys up. NFTVs, you mentioned something that resonated a little bit with me, which is creating deadlines for yourself. Sort of for like any creative endeavor, I feel as if you have to do that, otherwise you'll keep on working on it forever and ever and ever. Yeah, I don't know if you could expand on that thought a little bit more. I know you're professionally also in the creative field as well.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that you've done a lot of artists a great service by helping crack the whip on projects they're working on. Me especially. But yeah, I mean, it's my main job is I work as a journalist, and so yeah, deadlines are kind of a real thing. But with my music, which is sort of my side thing, it can be hard to decide that you're done with something, and especially when you're dealing with like electronic music production where it's like, you can always make this kick drum sound a little better, or like, oh, this like fill at the end of the verse, I'm gonna like play with this transition just for a half hour for no reason at all, and no one's ever gonna actually notice the reverse symbol that you're sneaking in there. But yeah, it's tough, and it's something I struggle with. Also, with regards to releasing music, sometimes it can feel like you're just like throwing stuff into the ether. So sometimes you don't really get that like satisfaction when you actually do like release something or finish something. And that's one thing that like Stargaze has been really cool, in that like the community here does really like care and invest in artists, and like you don't really feel like you're just releasing something into the ether and nobody cares. So so yeah, so it's really helpful to do projects on Stargaze and feel like you got to finish something for this date, and when you do, people are going to care, and yeah, it's great.
Awesome, thanks. Yeah, I don't know if Taifa or Glitch Candies, you have any comments on deadlines and how important they are. I know when you're exhibiting something in a gallery, they have very hard deadlines, and they're not flexible at all.
Yeah, like I'm used to, because like I'm working as an like artist or a full-time new media artist. So yes, like once you have the deadline, you deliver towards the deadline, basically. And yeah, for this collection, I actually made myself a deadline like this week, literally. So it was interesting process to go through, because I wanted to create something new and like put like use whatever is the newest technology available now. And what I haven't said, like I haven't used any processing or post processing. It's just all raw content as it's coming from Stable Diffusion, from the newest models on Stable Diffusion XL, which is extra large. So you can generate much higher resolution content, and they come up really nicely. So I combined multiple models for that, and yeah, and then fresh new beats and new modular patches that I made, and created those 20 pieces. There might be some similarities, but each is completely different. So they're one of ones, and like handmade. Also, yeah, B-Bands, yeah, just send me the link, and you have our Glitch Candy helmet, legendary one, so it's only 100 of them. So you must have won one of the competitions, or
Oh yeah, I've been here for a minute, babe. I've been here for a minute, okay? I'm just letting you know. I've been here for a minute. No,
so
I'm
yeah,
just
so this is
kidding.
wearable in the Central. Have you used that wearable?
Okay, so my computer, okay, so my
Yo, I'm dead. I just wanted to say this. Just keep going though.
right? So I knew I had something. So my computer sucks. I need to get a better like decentralized computer. It fucking sucks for it. So I don't like going in there. It like makes my computer all hot and shit. So I need to go and get a better situation for that. But yes, I know that I can use it in there. I just haven't.
Awesome. Yeah, so like there's new SDK which allows like it will be more performant. So it should be working on other machines, and there are new worlds which we're building now which should also allow yeah, better performance.
So there's only 100 of these?
Of these, yeah, and actually
Yes. That's
not
awesome.
all of them are minted, because like we keep them for competitions and for our events. So I just meant to the winners, or yeah, in giveaways.
See, guys, you better jump into Glitch Candles spaces so you can be special like me. Just saying.
Maybe Glitch Candies, maybe you could also do a little event where you go over how you create these, like you did the original candies. That might be a fun event to do.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but the like creating AI stuff is not that engaging for the viewers. I guess for the viewers, because like basically you set your script or like stuff to render, and it renders for like it generates frame by frame on Google to the Google Drive for like 4 hours or whatever, and you can just look at the pictures that are coming, and you can like you can see if actually it's successful or not, if the images are coming nice, then there is a chance that they will be fine. So you have to do like trial and error multiple times. So like for this collection I made probably like 3 times as many, and then selected the best bits and then edited those. So yeah. I'm using Google Colab, so like I have to buy compute hours, GPU hours, and you have limited time to make them. So you have to really, and the newest models are also really hungry, so you have to have the fastest GPU, which takes the most amount of credit. So like I ran out of my monthly one like in a day, basically. So yeah, so it's
Yeah, I don't know if you've I don't know if you've spoken with any of the other AI creators on Stargaze. I know it looks like we have Kitty Sprinkles on here, who's one, but Cosmic Camera is another one.
I spoke with
Might be able to.
David from PS Labs. Like he guided me and on his spaces with Rainstock, who was actually Rupe, whose art is on Ethereum. And yeah, they gave me like a few suggestions initially. Like it was literally like last year this time when I was looking at Discord diffusion, and I wanted to generate glitch candies or more of them, and but it turned out like actually I have to wait longer because glitch candies are handmade using MIDI controller and GLSL shaders real time, and I'm recording them like VJ sets basically, and with AI generative, and now I'm editing like the results. So it's a different process.
Yeah, very different from the
So
candies.
it might be easier like if I show like how we build scenes in Decentraland or make event in Decentraland where you have users coming, and actually the interesting bit is you see the traffic. So like whoever's coming to your space is like your website, but you actually see the users as in 3D space as avatars. So you see like who is coming and hang out there, or on Discord. I can do the session when actually building the scene, and then we can deploy it, and then users like our community can come in. We've been doing a bit of that on our Discord for the events, and our OGs were beta testing our scenes before the event. So like for example, the helmet like this. The cool thing about it is you can give NFT access to any parcel in the Decentraland. So you have utility. Like for example, we can give limit like gated access to the teleport that will take you to the gallery where the event is taking place, and only the holders of that helmet can access that. That's why I'm kind of waiting for Stargaze to be able to for bridge from stars to Ethereum, so we can bridge glitch candies to Ethereum, and then use them for gated access or do some gamified stuff, because that will be cool. Because it's like making games, it's much easier in Decentraland because it's already, the platform is there, like 3D environment is there, it's based on Unity. I don't have to spend like 2 years developing from scratch. Like we make games and events like in 10 weeks, like we made like mini games where you collect coins and gather like addresses from the users, take like the best scorers, and then automatically airdrop like helmets to them. So maybe that's why B-Bands got some stuff.
Yeah, no, very soon that's gonna happen, and you will be the first one throwing a Stargaze party in Decentraland. I know that when that happens.
Definitely key.
Taifa, I've got a question. What was the most challenging thing about launching on Stargaze for you?
That's a great question because the shit ain't fully launched yet. I gotta hop on and I gotta it's on testnet, but it's not on the mainnet yet. So I gotta figure it out twice. But honestly, it's pretty similar. Like a lot of it is just making sure you don't put in the wrong info. But it's pretty identical. Like it's if anything affordable too. Like it doesn't cost me $27 to to launch, which is cool. I feel like I'm the perfect poster child, being like mainnet Ethereum expensive question mark, you know. But yeah, no, I will double down on that and tell you when it is fully launched. But I'm not afraid of doing it based off of the testnet part. Like I think there was a based off the homie who helped me out. There's some metadata that I got to copy and paste that I can feed back into the mainnet, so that when I do get the time to launch it tonight, it'll just be like a 1, 2, 3 situation. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think and that was also a good time to give a shout out to the homie that helped you. I think with Sunnyside Reapers, Bonsai on here, helping projects launch now.
Who was that?
Stargaze and Sirkin as well.
Flowers, because dude was chill as hell. Sunnyside. Oh, it is him. What up, bro? Sunnyside Reapers. Yeah, dude was cool. I fuck with him.
Yeah. Also, we have a very kind of organic, collaborative culture here at Stargaze. Projects work with each other all the time. I know NFTVs worked with a bunch of projects when he launched his first collection. Glitch Candies, I don't know if you have. Have you? I think you've collaborated with some other people for sure. You are included in other projects. I encourage you to speak to other creators. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember that. I encourage you to, chat with other folks on here. Like probably maybe half the guests, the listeners here are creators, and yeah, they're happy to work with other folks.
Oh, I love to hear that. That's super cool. I mean, yeah, again, like shout out to y'all. Y'all are really curating a great space for artists, and that's really slept on. I can't stress it enough. It's incredibly slept on. Like double down on it, triple down on it. Like people are the best way to invest. VCs will tell you the other thing, but that's what do they know? Fuck them.
Yeah, I hope to see you creating more in Stargaze. Yeah, we can definitely use more music.
Man, if you'll have me, yeah, hopefully I'm not burning the bridge. But I'm just excited to be, like, I appreciate it. I always am excited to be around other artists and creative people. So, I just try to make it a little, a lot of this Twitter spaces that I have to see people kind of just jargon and try to like tote the tech but they need people like us to tech, man. They need to make it look cool and look fun. Otherwise it's just fucking ZK syncs and roll ups and shit that nobody wants to fucking think about.
Yeah, the actual application, there's a lot of infrastructure projects, but the applications are what are really important. And you are new to the cosmos, I guess. So I'll give you like a quick 1 or 2 sentence summary. Is that we're an app chain, so we're a blockchain dedicated to a specific application, which are NFTs. So we're built with NFTs at the core from the ground up.
That's amazing. Shout out to y'all. I guess my one question would be, where do y'all go from here? Because you got the community. So where are you driving? Where are you driving the train, boss? Where you guys headed?
Grow. Right. So we're expanding to other chains with interchain NFTs. So you can move your Stargaze NFTs to other Cosmos chains, IBC connected stuff. And there's this thing called Gravity Bridge and Axelar, which will allow us to also bridge to Ethereum and other EVM chains. So you're talking about how expensive ETH is, right? You could bridge your collection over to Stargaze and then trade on here for, pennies. That's definitely one way to grow. We're doing focusing on NFTFi as well now. So Infinity Swap is like pseudo swap, liquidity pools of NFTs. So that's coming out. And, we've got a ton of cool stuff in the pipeline.
That's dope, bro. Y'all are really doing a damn thing. I love to hear that. More people could take a note from the initiative that you guys are driving, and I hope to continue to be a part of it. And let me know if there's anything I can do to help, man.
For sure, yeah. Just tell people about Stargaze.
You should check. I can't pronounce your name. How do I say your name?
Taifa. What's yours, love? What's your
B-Bands?
B-Bands, that's fire. All right, shout out to B-Bands. She really said, "Run me my shit."
You'll check it.
What was your question?
No, listen. So for the Stargaze, if you want it, you should definitely get yourself a little freaking browser wallet. I'm just gonna say Kepler because that's what I use. I haven't checked out Leap and all the other options that are out there.
So I had to get both to do this sign up, and I had Kepler beforehand.
Okay.
The homie Wobbles, who's in the DAO, my DAO on Ethereum, he just texted me. He said, "Let's drop a PFP collection and create a pool on their playground." So I think that's damn near the play. Look at us. Look at the community coming together. You got us intrigued.
Like,
we've loved this conversation, by the way.
like this, like, let me tell you something. Like, I love Stargaze so much. They're literally, there is a artist, woman from Cosmos. Her pieces, a lot of her pieces are like half an Ethereum floor price.
Oh damn.
So like Stargaze is like fine arts, good shit out there. Like it's not just like something that's like just coming up and then like, you know, needs like CPR. It needs someone like, you know, you need to come in and hang out with us, maybe launch a collection over here and hang out in the Stargaze. Like I'm like 100% being serious. Like I got NFTs that were gifted to me. Like I won't sell them, but they're worth like couple G's. And I just sit on them because like I just love the art and I just love what Stargaze has to offer. Like you know, you do what you want with your stuff, but I'm just saying like you should definitely check it out. And if you're like looking to launch things, super supportive community, and like hop in the Discord and like kind of feel it out and see if it's your vibe. You know what I mean? You have to see if it's your vibe.
Hell yeah.
Because your vibe is your tribe.
I mean, you're here and you've been killing me, so I already know. Everybody else who's here has been super dope. Everyone who's been helping me is dope. Like I said, we'll have our DAO to DAO meeting. Shout out to Wobbles and XT-RAR. Those are the other DAO founders. We want to participate, man. Y'all are dope here. You know, y'all actually have a pulse. So this is the beginning.
Awesome. Do we have any other questions or comments from the community for the projects that are up here? Or anybody want to say anything fun about music and beats? No. All right.
Well, actually,
quiet
okay,
bunch. It's just
I do have.
you and me,
Hold on,
B-Bands.
you know how I like to talk. You know how I like to talk. I just love talking. So NFTV, like I must have missed what you had spoken about because I must have hopped in. But NFTV, do you have a new collection launching? Because I have a couple of your NFTs, and I just real quick, what did I miss? Maybe like.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, man. Thank you for your support. Yeah, so I've got a new collection called How to Fish. That's a song I've been working on for a while, and basically like chopped up pieces of a music video that's coming soon. So it's all fish themed, probably because it's based on a sample from a Frank Ocean song, and he's got a lyric about fish, and I just kind of ran with that. So it's coming out tomorrow. It'll be 33 pieces, and I'll snatch one up.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure because I was like, I got a couple NFTVs. I just want to see if there's something new coming out and I missed it. So that was my question. Thank you.
Yeah, and anybody who's listening right now, shoot me your stars address. I love just like giving out stuff from my collections. That's really fun for me. So like, don't be a stranger. Hit me up.
Beautiful. Yeah. All right, guys. Is there any last words from the projects launching here before we call it?
I wonder what kind of music, Taifa, you're making, and what kind of the song is, and the same like.
So the song.
Yeah,
that's a good question, man. This song is so like I said, I play guitar as my like primary, man. I do like play some and like a couple other things there, but so I guess what happened was that I came full circle and started playing acoustic guitar again, and so that's where the inspiration came from. Like I wrote the song outside, and I came back and I was like, let me sample what I wrote. So I like recorded the room and me playing it and like, you know, fucked with it a little bit. And I kind of built a beat around it. It's kind of got that like lo-fi vibe to DMT too, but like it's not really like that, you know, because it's like I don't really make music that sounds like that usually. Like I'm in the two bands that I have been playing in, or three bands I've been playing with, are all like very upbeat guitar music. So for me to take like a mellow route was fun. And I don't really release a lot of solo music either. So like the Web3 space is really like my spot to experiment. And it's funny because the music I make by myself is very chill, very like Tom York influenced, like, you know, using guitar as like a texture and like trying to fill the space with like more samples rather than high energy, you know. It's interesting.
Sir, please, may I ask for some more? So would you be able to like at some point maybe have a space or even give us a little sampler, a little gem, a little jam so we can hear it out?
Yeah, you got to co-host it. You got to co-host it with me though, because you're hilarious.
For real? All right, let's do this because I definitely would love to hear it. A little jam.
I'm down. Figure it out. Like I said, you have put out the honey, and I am trapped. I'm definitely interested in what y'all are doing here. And like I said, the DAO members that are here are also in the group chat right now, being like, "Yeah, let's do it. Like these fools are cool." So you got my attention. Now let's keep it rolling. I love it here already. The water's warm.
You put your big toe in there, right? You didn't put the pinky toe. You put the big toe, and you're like, it's nice.
Like straight up cartoon style. Like I was like, oh shit.
Awesome, guys. Well, this has been a super fun space. Thanks, NFTV Studio, Glitch Candies, and Taifa for joining. Looking to see more from you guys in the future. And everyone have a great Freshman Friday tomorrow. And see you guys next week. Bye.
Peace, y'all.
Ruin, are you still here before you turn off the
Cheers.
space? Are you still here?
Sure. What's
Oh
up?
my God.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Would it be too much?
Yeah,
Would
what's
you
up?
follow me so I can send you messages to and fro?
Oh, yeah,
All
sure,
right,
of
awesome.
course.